This is a No BS tour, and this is our neighborhood on the way to the studio. We live about a mile away. There's a little park. You can't really see all the little kid stuff, but there's a little park in our neighborhood. Fort Wayne, Indiana. This is very typical of our side of town anyway, which kind of built up around the 20s and 30s. This is the school where our daughter goes, the little Catholic school, built in 1898, very cute, excellent school. And then it's on the same street as where we live. And then you go all the way down to the stoplight, and we hang a left, and we'll be right at the studio. This used to be the YWCA. It has 6 buildings total on site. 1 main building and 5 outbuildings on the property. We'll see those better here in a second. There's a school bus advertising the school. Here on this side street is where they're coming in to enroll, because the main part of the building in the front was under construction for a little while, redoing some doors and such. Can you turn and go right? This is like a circle drive entrance. This is the back side of the main building where I was talking about that reception hall that the school is going to rent out. There's a big flat area back here behind the property. This is about 6 acres behind the property. Football field, soccer type of thing. That big thing across the street right there is an old power plant that has now been turned into a science museum. This is all the area behind the main building. Nice outdoor area to do some nice grass and trees, basic outdoor portraits. Okay guys, here is the campus, and Chad and I are getting ready to turn into the middle parking lot area, and we'll kind of tell you a little bit about it and where everything is. This center building, the small building in the middle, is still owned by the YWCA. It's a women's shelter, and they just decided, rather than being a whole like fitness club thing, they were going to just focus on that and sold off the rest of the building. So this big building in the back, as I pan across, it goes, yeah, if you could get up kind of close, I'll pan across the end. This is the entrance to the reception hall, and they'll use the main middle parking lot for people with that. This area right here on the side, that's where the spiral staircase is. And as I pan across, you'll see there's some construction to the front of the building. But this big long building here, this is where the actual school is going to be. And then we're going to go back out in the middle of the parking lot and show you an overview of what some of the other buildings look like. You'll notice that a lot of the buildings have these little archway portico things. The ladies that have kind of a women's center in the room underneath me in my building, they have those, and they said that I was welcome to use them anytime for a bridal portrait, so I'll show you those today too. There's the end of the large building for the school. Really large, long, skinny building. Here's an example of one of the outbuildings, I guess you would say, on the property. And there are businesses in each one of these. That front building right there, that's us on the 2nd floor. So we'll go out there in a second and show you what it looks like. So this is my front door area. We've got a sign here. All I had was green marker, but I kind of like the idea of that. There's my little sign. First walk in, cubbies to the left, which we discovered have been painted in the past, so I think some paint is in their future, because that yellow color is really bad. Still have the brown tile. Talked to a paint guy this weekend, and he said that that was kind of a big job, so we'll see what we end up doing with the tile. As you walk in, you swing around, there's the office in the back left corner. We'll look there in a second. Still working on a storage solution to camouflage some tubs of, I have a black faux fur and some leopard print fabric for some boudoir sessions. This area over here still has just some things laying about, but this is going to be a client seating area for meeting when we have maybe a couple and their parents come in for a wedding consultation. We'll have a little bit bigger area to sit down and meet with them. I have some short tables to display some items. Still not quite sure what I want to do with that. This is the wall as you walk in the right side of the studio. This is what faces the side street. 6 short windows there. This is the canvas that Ezekiel and Christine brought this weekend for kind of a studio housewarming gift. It's stretched, but I decided against a gallery wrap because I wanted to put it in a nice frame. So it's awaiting a nice frame at the moment. I'll have to decide on something, but just beautiful. So I couldn't have asked for anything nicer. It's really a nice gift from Ezekiel and Christine. Some things here in the windowsill just because I'm not sure where to put them right now. Find a better home for them. This back wall of the studio is going to be the shooting area, which is just full of light stands and some tools right now. But that's going to be the shooting area, and that's, as you first walk in the door, that's to the right, immediate right. Back here is the kitchen, which is a wreck right now. We're going to have a little custom stand built for the fridge, because as you can see there's a baseboard heater in the way, and the fridge, the little mini fridge, won't fit down in there. And it's short, so we're just going to put it on a stand. So we're going to build a stand for that. And glossing over. There's cleaning supplies everywhere. We're still trying to get everything together. Okay, so this is the office, which was white with fluorescent lights. And if you look up, we painted it kind of a deep beige, kind of butterscotch color. And there's a border at the top of the wall. Find one that has a little bit more light on it. There we go. Real pretty, fancy border that's burgundy with kind of cream and deep tan and some gold, kind of gilded gold type of accents. And so there's the walls, a little bit nicer color. I think that's going to be nice and warm and inviting when people come in for a sales session. Nice lamp, doesn't do a lot for light. It's not turned on right now, but doesn't do a lot light-wise. Couple guest chairs. We got to find something that's a little bit better there, but some tools still laying about. Nice brushed maple finish on the desk. We thought that went with the distressed look of the wood out here, but if we ever change that out, we might switch to a different desk. Nice big space here on the wall behind the desk. That's going to be eventually projection into a canvas in a frame. The room is physical dimensions are 8 feet wide by about 10 feet long. It's kind of a rectangle shape. And these are the drapes, I guess, scarves. Katie's demonstrating. That we ended up picking out. Nice burgundy color. You can't see so well here on camera, but some really pretty drapery hardware. It kind of repeats the pattern that we have up here in the wallpaper border. So I'll step back and do a wide angle of that. I thought this iron scroll work really worked with the iron work that's on the outside of the building and the look of the buildings themselves. So above the door is going to be where we put the projector. And then that's going to project on the opposite wall behind my desk where I can just swivel my chair around and watch a slideshow or discuss different print sizes with the client. So that's it. That is the No BS studio tour. We're going to put on YouTube to show everyone at No BS the new studio for making memories.